Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we found out that Matt has freaking 5 Cyclops when it comes to his secret, and also that the camera, the transmitter, and the stuffed bear were all bought by Matt on guard. And now we're gonna be able to reveal his secret and expose him with this. Oh god, I'm nervous. Alright, here we go. Alright. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corda had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corda, especially on that night. Ah, shit. Camera or bear? Okay, bear. This bear was in Mr. Corda's room on the night of the murder. I was about to say in Mr. Corda's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. It actually looks kind of classy if you know what I mean. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive, which is why it is very odd that this gadget was found inside this bear. Oh, this gadget. This is a very small video camera, and it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear? Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter, which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Corda's room. Let's go. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corda was you! Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here is proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Shit. I have here 1 credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800. This could be from that one toothbrush I brought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway. The store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have just said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set up the camera yet. And what your secret is, of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corda's room and filmed it in secret is... Am I stupid? Did I forget? Oh no. Wait, the reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corda's room and filmed it in secret is... Oh, let's go! What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly DeKiller, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly DeKiller? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt on guard. I know why you know Mr. DeKiller. It's because... since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly DeKiller to assassinate Mr. Juan Corda. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is... you, Matt on guard! And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. On guard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt on guard. Give me a second. Oh, God, okay. Well, okay. Calm down, you're okay. Well, I'm dying, okay. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... so you were Shelly DeKiller's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan's dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying! What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all, assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right. That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough an answer for you, little girl.
Why would you kill Mr. Corda?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scanners are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Corda had been able to give it, then Mr. On Guard's secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Corda ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me. Matt on guard. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corda. and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Korda! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Ugh. Oh, but too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya!
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this! Such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Fuck off. Maya, what am I supposed to do? Edgeworth. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your defense...
No! We can't do that!
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I really knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Also, I'm so sorry if you can hear the frickin' lawnmower in the background. Shut up! I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, man on guard, that man is really... Ugh! It doesn't matter who. Everyone deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed in my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought if I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karmar are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty! I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What are you? Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect win record were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story.
Mr. Neck! The transceiver!
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. On Guard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself! I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do in order to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is DeKiller. Shelly DeKiller. You're Shelly DeKiller? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a DeKiller, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it that she receives a nice long nap.
No!
Now then, if you'll excuse me. If someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Shoo!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
What is it?
I know where Shelly DeKiller is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately. All right, you hurry over there as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah!
Let's go. Hotel lobby. Lawnmower, please shut up. Living room. March 22nd, On Guard Mansion, living room. Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya!
We had this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape, assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and On Guard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Bear, door, thing.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Figurine out to the court record. Let's go. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door? This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth! Yeah, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this right. An antennae for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment of the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No!
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Wait, no, there's nothing to examine. We gotta go. Wine cellar. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. that little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax? You mean...
Yes, Mr. Corda's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Enguarde's mansion?
And why does it say, with love? This might be a clue. Celeste's photo added to the court record.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame!
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya! It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message!
What?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever! I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for that helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
Maya.
No! Mystic Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short on one last thing. And what is that? Adrian. Miss Andrews' Cyclock. If I can just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Whew. March 22nd, detention center visitors room. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews. I have come to remove your Cyclock. Cyclock? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Oh, hell yeah. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Enguarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times, it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Enguarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you were saying I was taking my revenge on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Celeste. There is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him, yet. But for you to hate Mr. Enguarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide. Can you explain to me what this relation between Celeste and Matt? This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's writing, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this in Mr. Enguarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Corda didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes. Because of Matt.
Because of Mr. On Guard? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going. Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. They almost looked cute together. I was working part-time then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built on how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Corda have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impax.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds and, so that she would never be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid the note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case. With his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge? There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. The hero of heroes. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I'd even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either, not with my situation, or with what I know now. Oh, man. Okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a really hard trial, isn't it? Frick. Also, if you want to know why I'm so dejected now, but yet so excited when Matt revealed himself, it's just generally because I like doing that scene. I like voicing Matt. I like that scene a lot. It's very fun for me to voice. That's about it. But yeah, this whole situation is just very dejecting. But I guess we're gonna figure out what happens in the next episode. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet! Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload! Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!